What's up, guys? So I thought I'd go ahead and do a video, and I apologize, I'm using a GoPro and I'm on a table with crap everywhere, but I want to get this video knocked out and show you what I got going on. So these are my Fly Racing Ignitor Pro Gloves, and these are the original batteries. That's an old one, and this was a newer one. Now these are both old. I have some newer batteries somewhere, the same size as this. I don't know where they are. I think they may have been bad, but if you look at the backs of these, one of them, I ran a test. I put them on high, and one of them lasted 3 hours with the glove on high, and one lasted less than 2 hours. And these are 2200 milliamp hour batteries. And I bought some replacements, and these are cheaper, but as you can see, they're considerably smaller. Okay, these are 1100 milliamp hour batteries, about half the size. This one lasts for 2 hours, still longer than the one. And the other one is the same. It lasts for 1 hour and 45 minutes. So, you know, almost 2 hours and 2 hours for these little ones. And as you can see, it has 3 settings: high, medium, and low. Okay. So what I plan to do, because if I'm on a long trip and I don't have time to stop and charge these batteries, and it's cold enough that I need them, I'm kind of hurting. So I was testing. This is for a proof of concept. As you can see, this is a buck converter. So you basically get a DC voltage in on this side and an output over here, and it's programmable with these potentiometers right here. So I will apply power with it's a 15 volt power supply. And I don't know if it's going to show up on the camera, but you can see it alternates between 15 volts and 7.4. So the input is 15.2 volts and the output is 7 point whatever. As you can see, the connector on the gloves is this, and this is the from the power source. And if you plug it in, as you can see, it works. Okay, and it's pulling 0.7 amps, which is not bad. Not even an amp. So if you unplug it, now I made a harness. I don't know if this whole harness is going to fit in here, but I will show you how it looks. So if you come right here, you can see I have 2 ends put together. These are going to be going down my sleeve to my gloves. Okay, these are what's going to plug into the gloves right here. And I'll go ahead and plug them in. Plug one in here, this glove, and I'll plug the other one into the other glove. All right, and from that same Y, okay, it's got one lead coming off, going to this connector, which I will plug into the output of the buck converter. And I should turn them both on. I'm going to turn them both on high and see what the power draw is. So it's pulling not even an amp, just over half an amp right now. I don't know if that's showing up, but that's just over half an amp. 0.68 amps, and it's both the gloves are on high, which is good. Now it's up to 1.2 amps. Okay, so now it's starting to heat. It's at 1.2 amps, which isn't bad. Now you see this. We're going to turn these off. Move these gloves out of the way. Unplug this. Get this cable out of the way. So this is not something that you'd want to keep inside a bag, like a tank bag or something, getting mashed around and beat up, okay? So what I did, this was just to test it to see if it would work. I purchased this off of Amazon for like $20, $23. I'll put a link to this in the description, or even the other buck converter in the description as well. Now this was pretty cool. It came with this connector on there. I cut it off to test something else. But see, you could put these different types of barrel connectors on there depending on what you needed. But I don't need these. Oops, sorry about that. I just need, and it's got a cigarette lighter adapter. And as you can see, it has, it's got a 12 volt input, and you can alternate the output from 12 volts, 9 volts, 7.5, 6, 4.53, and then turn it off. Now this is something that I wouldn't mind keeping inside a tank bag if I need to power my gloves. But what I'm going to do, I was going to go downstairs. I'm going to solder. I'm going to take this apart and solder my wires directly into here. And on the other side, I'm going to put this lead, this SAE lead right here. I'm going to take it off of this one, and I'm going to solder it right to the board in there so I can have this coming in, and this will be the output of that box. So when I come back, that's what I'm not going to go videotape me doing all this, but I'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like.
A few moments later.
All right, so I'm back. Here's the box. So I have this lead. I took the other wires, took it apart, unsoldered the original wires, put an SAE connector for the input on this side, and this output for the gloves on that side. So theoretically what I was going to do, is plug this. My bike uses these connectors right here, and I was going to, I have this splitter right here, so plug that into that, okay? And then I have these two leads coming off. It looks kind of messed because it's got these caps on it. So basically what I plan to do is my GPS is hardwired from one of these two, and I was running this to the gloves and this to the GPS, and it should only draw a couple of 3 amps, less than 5 amps, so I should be safe there. But I also have another one of these connectors on the back of the motorcycle, and I can run this extension up to the gloves as well if I need to. I also have this one right here that has a USB on the top and a USB on the side. And I'm wiring up my, and I also have these right here. These are gender switchers. So if you want to, depends on, because I bought some pigtails. I don't know if I have one available. I was going to show you. I don't have any available right here. But basically, these pigtails come with one. Yeah, you know what? I don't. They come with one end that's hardwired. This is cut off, so you can put it into your power source. And this is hot, you know, and most of your connectors are the other way around, so you can't plug the hot to hot. You'll be plugging them in backwards. But with this, you'll have to switch your cable around. So see, I don't know if you can see that. So now this will make the positives together, whereas because this is expecting an input and this is just an extension, if I were to plug this in, you can see now the negative side is going to the positive side, which is not good. So you buy these gender switchers and you plug that in, and now you see you have to switch this around, and now it's just right like it should be. So you got to pay attention when you're wiring these things up, or you'll fry something. Even though it's only DC voltage, it could still cause some damage. So I've got my power source over here. I have, I'm plugging the power source in. I have this set for 7.5 volts. Let me grab a glove, make sure it works. I will plug the glove in here, and I will turn this on. And as you can see, it is powered on, is working fine. So my harness will do the same thing. Now, one thing I'll need to pay attention to do, I will probably put a piece of tape over this so it does not get accidentally switched to 9 or 12 or something else. Interesting, I checked the charging box for the gloves. The output of that is only 8 volts. So theoretically, I could charge my batteries if I just switch this 8, but I'm not going to worry about doing that. I'm just going to run my gloves off of this when the batteries die. All right, if you have any questions on this, or you want to wire your gloves up and you want to know parts I use or how I did it, leave a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks again. You guys be safe. Talk to you again soon.
What's up, guys? I just want to take this couple of seconds here to thank you for watching the video all the way to the end. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Please leave a comment, and I will always comment and get back to you guys. You know I always do. And if you're in the local area or you're passing through and you got time and I have time, maybe we can meet up for a cup of coffee, smoke a cigar, go for a motorcycle road, go for a motorcycle ride, or even wet a hook out in the river or pond somewhere. I appreciate it. Y'all be safe, and I'll talk to you again on the next video.